All right, so good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome, welcome. Let me see who we got in the chat room. So we got Harlem in the building. Welcome. All right, Indiana is in here. Welcome, welcome. So we're getting ready to get started with tonight's call right at the top of the hour. We're going to give the West Coast and Midwest just a minute to tap in. So I'm your co-host tonight, Alicia Goins, your host tonight, Alicia Goins. Super excited to be here tonight. So again, good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's call, okay? So whoever invited you to this call, listen, after you get done, I just want you to thank them, okay? All right, so again, just as you come in the chat room, go ahead, let us know where you're tuning in from. All right, we're gonna get this call underway in about, let me see how many, in about 30 seconds, okay? So again, we do this call every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So again, thank you for taking a time out of your evening, your afternoon. I know for the West Coast, it's like, what, 5, 6, maybe you're in traffic. So listen, welcome to tonight's call. Tonight's call is going to be absolutely phenomenal, okay? It was phenomenal for me 10 years ago, okay? It was my saving grace. I'm going to tell you just a little bit about that. But listen, for whoever invited you, again, I want, after this call, make sure that you are thanking them for getting on the call, okay? So listen, let's go ahead and get right into tonight's information. Listen, whoever invited you thought a whole lot about you. So, and you thought about a lot about yourself just to be here. So applaud yourself for being here. Tonight, we're going to talk about Novae, the credit and money company. So before we get started with tonight's call, first and foremost, just want to give God his honor. To God be the glory for him to have this opportunity and this platform to talk about this tremendous opportunity that changed my life, okay? So before I get into the information, I know you have some of you have no clue who I am, right? It's not about me, but I do want to tell you a little bit about me. My name is Alicia Goins. I'm originally from Lincolnton, North Carolina, which is a small country town, all right, in North Carolina, but currently in Wilmington, North Carolina, so about 10 minutes from the beach, and absolutely love it here. But listen, I come from very humble, and I do mean humble, beginnings, okay? So when I was introduced to this opportunity, someone got me on a call just like this, but little did they know that I was homeless with 3 children, all right? Came out of the nursing industry, thought that that was going to be my bread and butter because that's what everybody was doing, right? Especially my age, right? All the girls are going to school for nursing degrees, so I was like, why not? But hey, life started lifing. I lost that job, ended up homeless, and just honestly, getting on these calls, at first I was just like, I don't know anything about this. This doesn't fit me. This is not for me. Well, 10 years later, here I am. So listen, again, tonight's information is definitely going to change your life. I really want you to open your mind and open your heart, and just thank you for being here tonight. So let's go ahead and get into tonight's information, okay? So Novae, the credit and money company, right? Listen, we got to talk about a reality. I know it's a lot of stuff going on in the news right now. I'm going to be honest. I don't really watch the news because sometimes it's just too much, right? But if you look at our economy, we have another problem going on, okay? And you don't have to turn on the news to figure this out, all right? We got 1 in 3 consumers that have a low credit score. We're talking 669. Now, if you're renting or if you want to be a homeowner, you understand that that's not going to get you in the door, okay? Not even at the closing table, all right? We got the average credit score in underserved communities. So that means our Black and brown communities that are 45 points less, which is unfair, but that's just the reality of things, all right? 50% of businesses are failing within their first 5 years due to the lack of access to capital. Another issue, 2.5 million people are, just considering debt counseling each year just so they don't go bankrupt. A lot of people are just saying, hey, I'm filing for bankruptcy. They just give up, right? I'm gonna tell you a solution in just a moment, okay? On top of that, 39% of Americans don't have the cash to pay for an emergency. So we're talking about being too close to that truck and a pebble hitting your windshield. We're talking about a flat tire. We live at the beach, so we're talking about, we see sometimes where people can't leave or they don't have the money to get the extra resources, the water, extra bread, all those things they tell us to get, or even board up their windows, right? So that is a major problem. I'm not here tonight to be a Debbie Downer. Of course, I'm bringing all this up because, listen, we've got a solution, okay? So this is a solution, all right? Novae, the credit and money company, absolutely love it. So here at Novae, we focus on two main things, okay? Credit and money. Probably figured that out already, right? Listen, we are accredited with the Direct Selling Association, the Better Business Bureau. That is not easy, okay? Georgia Chamber, Atlanta Black Chambers, NSBA, and so many more accolades, okay? We can put everything in here, all right? But again, we focus on credit building and debt help on the credit side and access to capital and entrepreneurship on the other side, okay? Now, I know you probably want to know who's behind this. Don't even go into anything else until you tell me who's behind this. All right. So let me tell you a little bit, because again, this is another one of those situations where we cannot fit everything on these slides. Okay. We're just giving you just a little bit tonight. Okay. So our leadership, his name is Mr. Rico McCambry. He has his MBA and he is the founder, president, and CEO of this amazing company. Okay. So this is just his success at a glance. All right. Now you can take a screenshot if you need to analyze it. If you need to look at it, search him up. Feel free. All right. So he is a best-selling author of the book, The Plan and the Father's Father. He had a 4.0 GPA in the nation's top MBA program. So let me pause right there, because remember I said I've been here 10 years, right? Now, when he was getting his MBA, no one knew. I'm pretty sure his family knew, but we found out later, right? While this was going on, his wife was pregnant and he was, getting ready to do a whole lot of things in the company. And listen, he was getting his MBA. Absolutely incredible, okay? Selected to #1 business honor society in the world, Beta Gamma Sigma. And if you don't know what that means he's rubbing shoulders with some of the top CEOs, like some of these CEOs who are like household names. You probably have something in your house right now, or watch something on TV, or have a subscription. Those type of CEOs are in Beta Gamma Sigma, okay? Ford Business Council, marquees who's in America in business and finance, and the list goes on and on and on, okay? Now, 2023, he was a graduate of the last decade, all right, at Kennesaw State University. His son is actually going to that school as well. So talk about legacy, all right? And Novae made the Inc. magazine's list of 5,000 fastest growing companies in 2021, 2022, and 2023, all right? Now, what's so special about 2021? It was in the middle of a pandemic. So listen, we're talking when everyone was home. We're talking about when everyone's money was a little funny, right? No one knew if they were going back to work. Nobody knew what was going on. Sure, we had stimulus and all these other so-called incentives, but we are a financial success company, a credit and money company, and we hit Inc. 5,000 during that time. That speaks volumes, all right? So listen, let's talk about these credit solutions, okay? I want you to put in the back of your mind, okay, what is your credit like, okay? And when you're thinking about your credit, maybe you're in a good situation. Well, what about your spouse? Or what about your mom or your dad or your grandparents or your children? If you have college kids, your friends, your friend circle, right? Think about these individuals, okay? So we have two different options here to help you with that solution, okay? Or to help someone else, all right? My Novae Disputes Manager is one I absolutely love. All right, we know we're in the world of AI, and this one's a little bit different. So it's AI generated results with this one, okay? So it's able to scan, catch trends, and catch things that the naked eye wouldn't be able to catch. And the only catch here is you have to mail your own letters, okay? I know a lot of people don't want to do that. It's just like, if I'm going to get my credit in order, why do I have to do my own letters? Listen, it's not hard, okay? We're in this technology age. All you got to do is click in the portal, generate your letters, put them in your mailbox. You don't have to stand in line, do certified letters like they used to do back in the day. You don't have to do that, okay? $139 one time and $49 a month. All right, and for those individuals that say, hey, I don't want to do that, I want to pay somebody, I want them to handle it, I got a little bit of coins, I can do that, then that would be our referral partner Credit Likes, okay? Because everybody likes good credit, okay? So with this, you're gonna get a 6-month risk-free guarantee. If you don't see any results, you're gonna get your money back, all right? They do the monthly disputes for you, and it saves you a lot of time, okay? Now this one's a little bit more, $239 one time, and then $89 a month. Now for my business owners, listen, if you're in business, you should be building business credit, all right? Because eventually, personal credit is just not going to do it, okay? You're going to need funding, you're going to need to expand, and you need to be building business credit. Every small business should be building business credit, okay? So we have the business credit and finance suite, okay? This is what, top companies do. Companies that you go into right now, you're buying things off their shelf, that is business credit. You can do the same thing, all right? Business credit advisor is going to be able to walk you through each and every step once you get started with this suite. You can structure your business for maximum funding, okay? So we're talking up to 50K guarantee when you go through this program, all right? It is separate from your personal credit, but we're gonna help you with your personal credit. So you're gonna get both sides. I absolutely love it. Yes, I've been through the program, all right? So I am an advocate. So $2,495 one time, but I'm telling you, the return is incredible. If that's too much at one time, guess what? We have payment plans because we wanna see you win, all right? Now, all three of these are included. With these, you get credit monitoring because listen, identity theft is still a real thing, all right? So you're gonna get an online budgeting tool. You're gonna get those 3 score reports, not 1, not 2, but 3, all right? And utilization manager, because utilization is very, very important, okay? The list goes on and on. All right, so I know I'm probably moving a little bit fast and try to slow down. I get excited, all right? So credit solution number 2, debt help. I really wish that so many more businesses, when we went through COVID, right, went through the pandemic, would have known about this, right? I think it was like, this is like top secret. I don't know, but I'm so glad that we have this added on, okay? So if, you're overwhelmed with personal debt, if things got tough, medical bills, whatever the case may be, or maybe you're a business owner and you just haven't been able to catch your breath since everything has happened in the economy or what's happening in the economy right now, instead of closing your doors, we have a solution, okay? So Novae debt help for personal, okay? You gotta have a minimum unsecured debt here at 12.5. All right, now if you're probably thinking, hey, I don't want to do that, like that sounds like debt consolidation. No, it is something completely different. With this, there's a 1 low payment, and then they handle everything else and distribute your funds that you're paying in the program to your debts, okay? They handle everything, all right? Now it cuts your total debt up to 50% here, all right? Now, if you're thinking, I've been building this card for a while, I don't want to close this card, I don't want to do this, I don't do that, you don't have to put those in the program, okay? As long as you have a total of 12.5, you're good to go, okay? Now, you're going to be able to reestablish your credit rapidly. I know that was probably a question in the back of your mind, like, if I do this, what's going to happen to my credit? Listen, if you got debt going on, I hate to be the one to give you bad news. Your credit is already needing some help, okay? And this is actually going to help you in the long run. It's going to sting just a little bit at first, but it's actually going to help you in the long run. So with business debt help, it's a little bit different. Minimum debt here is 15K, okay? It's going to reduce your payments up to 90%, all right? And again, this is about the same thing, okay? So your debt's going to be decreased, and short-term debt are converted into longer-term monthly payments, because we know that's a whole totally different revenue we're talking about. So revenue versus income, okay? And then you get back to focusing on business, all right? Because listen, I can't stress enough, and I'm using the word stress, and I'm going to talk about stress, but financial stress is a big thing. Not only your mental health, but your physical health. Just everything around you, your legacies, if you're breaking generational curses, or if your dream is to have generational wealth, this is stopping you. And then I hate to be the bearer of bad news again, but I'm just trying to educate you here tonight. If something happens to you, guess what? That debt doesn't go away, right? Where does it go? I don't think I have to say that out loud, but listen, this is going to give you some financial peace of mind and for everyone else, all right? So access to capital, another one of my favorites. Excuse me, this is money solution number 3. All right, so we're talking about personal loans. We got you covered, okay? So term loans up to 12 years, debt consolidation loans. Again, that's a little bit different than what we just talked about. Auto and student loan refinancing, and any large purchase up to $250. That's great, but if you're going through home ownership, it's a no-no, all right? It's just free game right there, right? Business funding. If you need startup funding and credit lines, we're gonna help you with that. SBA and traditional term loans, we can help you, and then even commercial and investor real estate loans, okay? As you can see down here, you see some of the different different people and companies that have been able to get funded. We got bigger numbers than that. We just put a couple on here, okay? But up to $100 million in funding is available, all right? Novae financing, another one of my favorites. I mean, I just love Novae, so I'm probably going to say that a lot tonight. But Novae financing, this is just a win-win for both the business owner and the consumer, okay? We already know you have a product that consumers need, right? But sometimes your consumer, your customer, your client can't afford it, right? And you need your money up front because it's your product, right? So listen, win-win situation here. We're able to help you with financing, where you can actually provide your customer or your client with a financing option. You get your money up front. You don't have to worry about chargebacks or anyone defaulting on a loan or anything like that. You don't have to worry about any of that. You have your money up front, and your client is going to appreciate it because, listen, they got a payment plan and they get your product or your service, all right? It's beautiful. So I don't know what industry you're in, but I have a retired chef that didn't tell you that. But listen, this is a godsend for those that are chefs, those that are, have venues, or those that do baking, or, like the wedding cakes and things, to be able to give some of these individuals and clients they have a payment plan, because it's a lot of money they dish out, okay? That's free game again, all right? Government grants, we have a fintech solution. It's a lot like our loan application. Just go in and see what you're qualified for, okay? So if you need more information about loans or grants or any of these other types of funding, please get back to whoever got you on here, okay? And last but not least, this is the part that changed my life, all right? There's nothing wrong with your 9 to 5, your 7 to 3, your 3 to 11, or your multiple shifts, okay? I was a multiple shift girl, all right? I was working my regular job at assisted living. I was doing CNA work or PCA or home health aid work on the side. I had a couple clients, and I was going to school. All right, so all that. And I lost my job, I lost my license, right? I lost my med tech license and my license to operate in the medical field, and I wasn't going to be able to go back, all right? It wasn't my fault. Don't think I did something absolutely crazy. I didn't. But hey, you got to, whenever things happen and you're the supervisor, listen, there's a different responsibility. That's what happened to me, and I'm still grateful that the opportunity happened to me, because it helped me learn something, and it helped me find this opportunity, okay? So listen, with this opportunity here, we're talking about entrepreneurship. There are so many people out here with ideas. Like, you were put here on the planet. God put you here on purpose with something that he put in you, right? And 9 times out of 10 is entrepreneurship, all right? So with this, you're going to be able to establish that free business registration. So if you have a dream, and you need an entity, you need to be official, we're going to be able to help you with that. All you got to pay is the state fees. We're going to be able to help you with your EIN setup, get your trademarks, get your business license, get your permit, and then you're off to the races. As you see, we already talked about personal credit. We already talked about business funding. We talked about business credit. So you put 2 and 2 together, okay? On top of that, your business needs a little bit of support, right? So with that, tax preparation and bookkeeping. So many businesses think that they don't need bookkeeping. No, you need a bookkeeper, okay? We can help you with that. Websites and logos and branding, inspirational media, because you got to stay motivated. Entrepreneur apparel, because listen, you need to be a walking billboard, all right? You just do. So you can tell other people what you're doing, so you can bless them as well. And then also, very, very important, will and estate planning. So many millennials are the breadwinner in their family. They're taking care of mom and dad, or they're taking care of someone else, or taking care of a sibling or a grandparent, and barely having enough to take care of themselves. Listen, estate planning, not only there, it needs to happen, because if something happens to you, like, who's going to be able to take care of your funds? Who's going to be able to take care of your estate and the legacy that you're building? And I know this is not a will and estate plan training, but listen, it's very, very important. I definitely want to bring some more awareness to that, okay? Now, this part right here is, we talked about all these amazing things, right? But we also have an affiliate program. So this isn't just for you, okay? You can come in on this with our Novae affiliate program and help other people. We also have an affiliate pro program, a co-brand program, and white label. Now with co-brand, that means if you're already in the financial services industry, you like what we have to offer and you want to add on to it, then that would be a co-brand, because you get to keep your brand, right? Or maybe you want to be a white label, and I am also a white label. Maybe you love it, but hey, you want your own legacy, okay? And you're able to partner and be powered by Novae and use your brand, okay? So we have so many testimonials. Again, I talked about us being accredited with the Better Business Bureau, AA+, mind you. All right, so just Google Novae Money Reviews. We have real people, real results. Speaking of that, I'm gonna go through just a couple right now. Ms. Kim Connor, she's a regional consultant out of Colorado. Listen, her story is amazing. She just did this call a couple weeks ago. I wish she could have been here, or maybe you were, right? But she'll be able to hear from her and just stay plugged in. All right. But she went from almost losing her house to foreclosure, to saving her house with this opportunity, paying for her daughter's education, then giving back. And what I mean by that is she became a landlord, right? And then she was able to help someone that was a mother in almost the same situation she was in. So talk about pay it forward, right? Now she does that, and she also does Turo. So listen, serial entrepreneur across the board, right? In a short amount of time, okay? Catch that. And she's a co-brand partner, all right? So put some fire emojis in chat for her. Mr. Wilfred Osorio, he's absolutely amazing. All right. So he's a sales director. He's in insurance, but listen, working in insurance, he figured out, hey, my clients can use this. And he's a sales director with us. Mr. Earl Fambro, he's a senior consultant. He is an author. He is a girl dad, and he has a bonus son. Okay. But his Mooka Bear, that's what she's called. Mooka Bear keeps him very, very busy. And his wife. All right. Happy life, happy wife. Okay. So shout out to Miss Nicole Fambro. They're actually one of Novae's power couple. Listen, they're out of Charlotte, North Carolina, but originally from New York. Let me put some respect on it. All right. But they became homeowners 6 months after this opportunity, and they've been doing amazing things. They've been here for almost a decade. Okay. So absolutely amazing. Miss Keisha Palmer, 6-figure international real estate agent. And even she was like, this is a no-brainer, right? She can provide resources to aspiring homeowners, and she can close more deals. And guess what? Make an additional income. All right. Mr. Jamal Bono, his story is absolutely amazing too. You're going to be hearing from him this month, I think in a couple of weeks. So high back on in a couple of weeks, you're going to be hearing from him himself. Mr. Jamal Flono, he's a sales director out of Atlanta, Georgia. After 7 months, he was able to walk off his job. Okay. Now his story of why he walked off his job is absolutely phenomenal. So I hope he tells you some of it when you come back. If you're still trying to figure out this for you, just come back. Okay. And Miss Noska Soto, she's doing amazing things in the Hispanic and Latina community. Listen, she's down in Texas. Thank God they're okay. All right. The hurricane it hit them, but it bypassed them. But listen, as soon as her power back on, she was back to work. All right. So shout out to her and her whole organization. But listen, she started this with no experience, and she is a mother and she is a boss. Okay. 7 months into doing this is full time now. Like, no more job, no more clocking in. All right. Now, maybe you're just like, I love my job. Like, you're talking about people walking off jobs. I love my job. Then keep it, keep it, but use it, to fund this, right? And to also be able to share this opportunity, because listen, this income is residual, right? And this income is actually willable as well. Okay. So let's talk about affiliate marketing real quick. So this is where the money comes in, and this is where you can come in and be able to be a servant leader and to share this opportunity. Okay. And if you're thinking, oh my goodness, here we go. Yes, here we go. Because you're already an affiliate marketer. You've been an affiliate marketer since elementary school. Okay, hate to break it to you, but you have been. We have been. I'm gonna be telling my age, but little chocolate gummy bears. Well, they weren't gummy bears; they were little chocolate bears. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We're going door to door. We're trying to get Auntie to buy them. We took them to church. We're trying to get the church ladies to buy it. We did the wallpaper. We did the sausages at Christmas. The cases of oranges. If y'all were in band, we're my band geeks. Listen, that's still affiliate marketing. Okay, it's still a referral based thing. It's still affiliate marketing. Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts. You're still an affiliate marketer right now. Someone can ask you where you got your shoes, or you got your hair done, or you got your nails done. Guys, I don't know what y'all ask each other, but someone can ask you that. You're going to refer them to something, and guess what? You don't get paid. Now, this is what we're talking about, grown-up referrals right here. We're talking about helping someone with their legacy, with their credit score, so it can trickle down their generations, right? So their children's children have better credit scores. Shout out to both of my sons. One of my sons graduated with a 784 credit score, and my other son just checked his recently. He just turned 18 on the 13th, and it's 690. Listen, 2 credit cards already. Discover being one of them, Bank of America being the other one. Listen, I wish that was me at 18, right? But listen, this is grown-up business, right? So instead of earning a few cents to a few dollars here, by helping people what we've discussed here already, you're able to earn thousands of dollars per sale. It just makes sense to me. I don't know about you, but it makes sense to me. All right. Now, if you know at least 5 people that could have benefited from this service, and if you want to, put a 5 in the chat. All right. Now, you're going to be able to earn money by referring people to the website. Do you have to make this website? Absolutely not. It's already made for you. You're going to be able to set your own hours and work from absolutely anywhere. And we have 10 plus ways to get paid. Okay. So go ahead and start, become a consultant, and then we're going to show you the rest of the way. All right. So let's talk about this really quickly. So if you put a 5 in the chat, that means you know 5 people that probably need better credit. That means you have the potential of making just $500 a loan because you know those 5 people, right? Now, what else happens when you know those 5 people, they get started? Your business becomes free. Now you have broken even and there's no more overhead, okay? So no monthly fee. 5 and free. Waive your monthly fee. That rhymes. It's really cute. All right, so now you got a free business, okay? Now, let's talk about these other things. We talked about debt help. You help someone with that. And this is based on 1% of the total enrolled debt. You help someone with that, that's like a minimum of $250, okay? Just for this example. Every business credit referral that you get, so every business owner you help and make sure they get started the right way and then get them in business credit, that's $500 per sale. It's a lot of business owners out here, okay? $20,000 if you refer someone to a funding link. So I love this example because if you refer someone with a business funding, you don't get to be in their business. You don't get to see everything. And you know, I know that's really confidential, but just imagine giving someone the link, they get funded $500K and you're getting $20K. It's a real thing, okay? So I absolutely love it. The co-brand program, helping someone with that, maybe an accountant, maybe a tax professional, you know, someone like that, $900. And then a white label program, someone that says, hey, I love all this, but you know, not so much I want to be in control, but I want to do this for myself. Look, $3,000 because you get to control, you know, how much you charge. Okay, so that's a white label. All right, and we have many more other solutions, but again, you're just getting just the cliff notes. I remember those. All right, you're getting that tonight. So when we talk about building a team, all right, and getting with like-minded people, then you're going to be able to come up the ranks and earn a residual income, okay? So, you know, affiliates, you're gonna earn up to $100 every time you get someone to join, right? Consultants, up to $250, sales director, up to $500, and the list goes on and on and on, okay? Don't think about it like how many people do I have to go out here and talk to, because that's very, very easy, okay? The duplication is easy. I'm gonna show you how. So you help 3 affiliates get 2 customers, okay? Help 3 affiliates get 2 customers. And then you help them do the same. And look what starts to happen in your organization. And you may think that, hey, $50 from $350, that's not a lot. That's a car payment. That's going out to eat. That's something your kids want to do. Listen, I'm telling you, it adds up, okay? As you can see, as your organization starts to duplicate, you're making big time residual income. On top of that, you're making customer acquisition bonus money that, and it's beautiful, right? So that's money on top of money. And I mean, look at the total income potential that you're able to make, okay? It's amazing. All right, we're gonna show you how to do it. All right, on top of that, once you get to a certain level, guess what we're gonna do? There's a luxury car bonus, okay? So with this let me back up, I moved too fast. A luxury car bonus, okay? Now that's up to $3,000 monthly for your car and your mortgage payment. So talk about some more square footage, okay? This is absolutely beautiful. I think we have about 7 to 8 people in the company that have, they ran through this so fast. Listen, super, super, super exciting, okay? Novae Learn. If you're wondering like, how in the world am I gonna learn how to do all this? Let me tell y'all something. Let me slow down real quick. I learned how to do this company off of hotel Wi-Fi and a Boost mobile phone and one of those little, I guess, Wi-Fi boxes you had to buy them in the store. I'm being real transparent with y'all. When I was down the dumps, I was in those hotel rooms by myself, and my kids were on, you know, the family just picked them up, they go to school. Listen, I was in somebody's hotel lobby. The Wi-Fi was awful, mind you, okay? But listen, that was then, this is now. So just imagine, you know, Novae Learn is a lot like Blackboard, okay? So you can get in there and learn how you want to at your own pace. It's amazing. Plus, on top of that, we have trainings all the time. We have events all the time, which I mean, I'm just telling you the slide, I'm not showing you. So let the adventure begin, okay? So you get to network and train with 6 and 7 figure earners. One of the things that I really love about this, and I always tell this story, and again, this is not about me, but I wanted to make it real. Going into those rooms, no one really knew that I was homeless, those first couple of events that I went to. I just knew that if I got around these people, if I got around these individuals, if I got around these people that I was on these conference calls with, then my life was changed, because it did. Because your network is your network, okay? It's the same thing with you. Get in the room, okay? Whether it's a Zoom room or the physical room, get in the room, okay? We have bilingual events, yacht parties, and lifestyle events. We just had an amazing one. If you go to the Novae business page, so that's Novae, facebook.com/Novae LLC. You're going to be able to see some of that footage, okay, or some of those photos, okay? We have an amazing time. There's still more photos coming, all right? Leaderboard competitions, monthly cash prizes for likes and comments, quarterly online training. Speaking of, we just had an amazing one on Saturday. We had over, I think, 15, 16, 17, maybe 18 trainers. full day. I don't think anyone, I think maybe a handful of people walked away. I'm talking about hundreds of people on this all day Saturday, and it was absolutely phenomenal. Okay, live customer service and support, and you get to learn as you earn. And get this, when we're talking about competitions, I don't know if you know about it, but this is the brand new ship. I think it sails on Friday. Okay, it's in Port Canaveral now. It just got there, but it officially sails for the first time on the 19th. This is the brand new Royal Caribbean Utopia of the Sea. So what's going on is, you get started as an affiliate. We have this contest going on. You rack up points and you get an opportunity to win a free cruise. Okay. Last year we had an amazing time. Went to the Bahamas, but this year we're going to Cozumel on Cinco de Mayo. Okay, so you already know we're gonna have an amazing time. All right. So listen, this is where you get some more information so you can make a decision. Okay. All right. So listen, affiliate basic. What is affiliate basic? That means you love all of this, right? You know some people, you know some customers, some clients, but you do not want to build a team. And that's fine. That's what's called direct sales only. Okay, so you can get started with this for $199, $149 a month. Okay, you're still going to get members discount that we didn't even talk about tonight. The cashback travel and shopping we didn't get to talk about tonight. Okay, novaemoney.com and ongoing financial education, everything else we talked about, and the business credit training. Okay, you get all that. All right, your payouts are going to be up to $3,000 plus, but it's for personal sales only. Now, for those of you that are on here to say, hey, I have a lot of people around me that would understand this, or maybe I'm going to look for those like-minded people in that synergy, I'm going to go pro. Then go pro. Okay, that's one of our packages where you're going to get the credit software that we talked about, My Novae Disputes. You're going to be able to team build, unlock those residuals, unlock those cabs. Okay, $349 to get started and $99 a month. Okay, again, you're getting everything that I just talked about with the My Novae credit monitoring as well, and My Novae Disputes. Now with this one, your payouts are up to $3,000 per customer, but up to $600 per qualified affiliate. Okay, then you're going to get team overrides. So whatever your team is doing, you're going to get overrides on that. It is rank based. You get the residual, and you can qualify for that luxury car and mortgage program. All right. Now again, 5 and free, waive your monthly fee. Okay, this is also a tax deduction because now you own a business, you own a legacy, so your entire lifestyle becomes a write-off. Even if you're traveling and you're talking about your business, or someone asks you what you do on the flight, or someone asks you what you do while you're traveling, on a road trip, your trip is now write-off. Okay, giving you another free game. All right. And Novae Cares, a portion of this also does go to our nonprofit Novae Cares, supporting families and schools in underserved communities. And speaking of that, if you're in the Conyers area or the McDonough, Georgia area, Atlanta area, that whole Stonecrest, all that Lithonia, all that, you definitely want to get the McDonough on Thursday. If you have anyone, on Thursday is actually the Christmas in July event where we're going to be out there helping the elderly, right? Giving them some Christmas in July love, okay, and loving on them a little bit. And then on that Sunday in McDonough, there is going to be a back to school drive, okay? So just stay tuned to the Novae business page. Again, that's facebook.com/Novae LLC, and you'll see some of that information. Listen, doing free haircuts, you're doing book bag drives, free foods, game truck, like all that, hair braiding. It's going to be amazing. Okay. So again, a portion of that does go to Novae Cares. So now it's time to make a decision. Number one, and you don't have to put this in the chat if you don't want to. All right. Number one says, hey, I'm interested, but I'm cool. I'm good with my financial situation, and that's great. But listen, here at Novae, we want to make sure that we're reaching back out and helping the underserved. So if you know someone that needs this opportunity, please do us a favor and refer them. Okay. Number two says, I'm interested, but I have some questions. And listen, whoever got you on here, as soon as this call is over, get back to them so that they can answer any questions. If I move too fast, if I was talking too fast, okay, it's the country in me. Listen, make sure you get back to them so they can answer your questions. And number three was like, hey, Allie, you had me a long time ago. So if that's you, listen, go ahead and get started. We can't wait to welcome you to our official Novae Facebook group, okay? We're also going to give you a free vacation voucher, okay? Yes, a free vacation voucher that you can use at any time, not just the summertime. So listen, go ahead and text 1, 2, or 3 to your inviter right now. Listen, I want to be the first one to welcome you to Novae and the financial future that you deserve. And listen, I'm just going to tell you right now, lock in right now because we're headed to $1 billion. Thank you so much for your time tonight, everyone. Have a great evening.